Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? It is day 31 of RPG A Day 2017, August 31st. The end is upon us. Or perhaps, as the question suggests, the beginning is here. And so I'm actually looking forward to answering a bunch of the alternate questions I did not answer prior to, because I answered, I think, every single question, more or less. So I'm going to answer this last question now. What's this last question going to be? What do you anticipate most for gaming in 2018? So fortunately, I was able to look at an old video of mine. I thought it was kind of entertaining. I look back, I check my metrics every once in a while. What do people think about this video, or whatever. And I look up, and the last video I did where I had Karen explain my mashup actually got 2 dislikes already. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So not sure, but I asked Karen, what was up with that, and she said,
I don't know, Ivan. I thought I was great. There is no accounting for taste, is there?
well, I guess not. But some people might have found that annoying. But anyhow, I always loved Karen. So let's see. What about this question here? I watched a video of mine because I knew I put something up. I knew I put up like a New Year's resolution video early, last year, late last year, probably right around 30th or 31st of December. And sure enough, I found it. And if I'm smart enough, I will link this to this video. But I kind of made some goals or resolutions for gaming, because I've never actually done that before. I watch other people do that. So I list these real fast and then talk about like where I actually made good on them and where I fell short, and just looking forward to like what I'm looking forward to in 2018, because that's what I started thinking about. And one of the things that's to me is really important in life is that we take inventory on a regular basis, or it's important for me to take inventory on a regular basis, see where like I'm falling short. Where do I want to be? What am I doing about getting there? I've noticed in various areas of my life that sometimes I end up getting stuck somewhere and I'm not happy with where I am. And there's some situations in gaming that are no different, but I am not doing anything about them. And I don't know if you can relate. And that part of that is just kind of going through the drudgery of the day, and just like when it's all done, I'm like, all right, I made it. I don't want to do anything else at this point. But every once in a while, I'm sad. Gee, I wish I was here in this particular area. So there's a whole bunch of areas in my life now that, I sat down with some friends, and they're around my age. Some are a little bit older, but right, some are a little bit younger, but right around the same age. And one of my really good friends, Troy, was talking about, like, I'm thinking about the next 10 years. Like, when I look back on the next 10 years after it's elapsed, what do I want to say has happened? Do I want to just have made it through the next 10 years, or do I want to have explored some new things and, increased and enriched my life in some way? This is sounding really philosophical, isn't it? But I think it's really important to kind of constantly take stock. What am I doing? Am I just making it through life, or am I doing something about what I want, things I want to accomplish and what have you? So, gee, that went off. I got derailed, but I don't think so. I think that's really part of what this is about, at least what it is about for me. I'm not just looking forward to things that are going to happen in gaming that are going to happen to me. What am I going to make happen? So, during this, I guess it's like 8 months ago, I made this list. And so I had 9 things I put down there. We're going to blitzkrieg through this. I wanted to get a different job because I work from 4 to 1. Bad for gaming. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 a.m. I wanted to develop a stable local group, people with the same intentions and interested in exploring things. Okay, didn't get a different job. Got to work on that. Have not gotten a stable local group yet. And a lot of that's because I keep, there's fits and starts and I get discouraged. So really trying to jump in again with both feet and really trying to stick with it despite, through discouragement. Because there's definitely times I've started again. It can be very discouraging very fast. Third thing I put down was develop mastery or competence with Ubiquity and maybe another system. Well, I've certainly developed, I believe, competence and perhaps getting real close to mastery and Ubiquity. So I'm like, wow, okay, I did that. And I'm looking at other systems now, which I think, I haven't played as much. But I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'm wrapping my head around a lot more things. It's coming faster to me now. So I think I'm there. I'm doing what I need to do to get that particular goal. Get involved in the play-by-post campaign. I'm involved in the play-by-post campaign. I wish it went faster. I wish it was, the last one I was in, or the one I was in years ago, was like every day, bang, bang, bang. So this is like halfway there. It's a good campaign. I just wish it was faster. So, halfway. We'll call it halfway. And, because not everything is under my control either. I have to remember that. So, get involved in an ongoing online campaign. Well, it's a slow-moving ongoing online campaign, but I am involved in one. Alpha 1 Regime Diabolique. We're doing something. We're playing more than one game. So, I think we've signed up for another 4 sessions at least. So, cool. Okay. Is it as frequent as I would like? No. But better than it was 8 months ago, I'll tell you that. Let's see. get involved in exploring some sci-fi or a space opera type games, give it another shot. Haven't done that yet, although I'm like really kind of raring to go now. I went from like being kind of like, that might be interesting, to really saying, hey, this would be really kind of cool. 7 was getting involved in a face-to-face Lamentations of the Flame Princess group, actually like running a campaign. Then I said maybe actually running face-to-face and online concurrently. That's something I still need to do, although I did run that little one-shot of Lamentations of the Elven Princess, and hopefully we get to play again. I know one of the members has some medical issues, and so like everything's on hold because they've got real life stuff going on, which is that's real life. Hopefully we get to play again, but that's something I still need to work on, and I'm talking to people about that, but it's a matter of like being committed. Let's see what else. Introducing new players to the hobby. Haven't done that in a while. I enjoy doing that, and that is once again an easier thing to do once you have a local group and say, hey, would you like to go try this? It's a little bit tougher to do the one-on-one sort of thing when you don't have anybody else to. We could do a solo kind of thing, but I'd rather have a person there to help me out. And let's see, playing with RPG Brigade members, and sure enough, I've done that. Not as much as I'd like to, but I played with Jason, Dark Age of Roleplay games. I played with Big Mike, Tef's Tavern. Played with Nolan Inquisitor. I played with Runeslinger, with JDRD30. Francois, it was great. Been playing, in the Play by Post game with Tim Harper, a couple other RPG Brigade members in there. And so cool, I'd like to play with some more, but I've done that. So what am I looking forward to? Man, it's a really long video. I haven't even gotten to answering the question. So really, what am I looking forward to the most in 2018? Really, putting together a real honest-to-God local group. And this is something where I realize, I'm not in control of everything what's going on, obviously. But I'm looking forward to putting in the work and actually having some kind of local group emerge from that. Not a big local group, just a small group of players. That people that have the same intentions, the same expectations, darn close, like people that gel. So I'm looking forward to, the results of me putting some effort in and getting a group like that together. And maybe a Hangouts group, maybe something where we a somewhat stable Hangouts group. It doesn't have to be playing the same game all the time. The other thing I'm really looking forward to is just trying a whole bunch of games. Some in maybe just one-shot variety, format, and other ones. Maybe we'll play like little miniature campaigns. See how we like it. But I'd like to get a group together of people that not only would like to play like a campaign of Lamentations or something like that, or Tallworth Expedition, or Leagues of Gothic Horror. Love to really kind of dive into those a lot. But getting some people together that would be into just trying a bunch of different games, not afraid to explore some things, not afraid to, maybe put aside whatever the main project we're working on and trying something else for a few weeks, that sort of thing. I'm looking forward to doing more of that. And maybe that means I have to get involved in more than one group. Okay. But I'm looking forward to, more playing. Maybe not less talking. I was going to say more playing and less talking. Maybe I'll talk because I'm a talker. But get into some more playing. And finally, I'm looking forward to continuing learning more about games, just the game design, game's intention, what's really going on underneath the hood, but also learning more about the other person's perspective. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to agree with it. Understanding it. To me, that's key. Why do people that have radically different intentions and expectations out of gaming, what exactly are they thinking? What's going on? They're not crazy. Because it could be really easy for us to look at each other. I was looking at a post today. I'm not going to say who posted what, but the person was pretty much saying that my point of view, I wasn't involved in the thread, thank goodness, was crazy. And of course, I'm listening to reading what they've written and thinking, no, they're crazy. You have no idea. But that's not the truth. Just understanding. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that understanding. Maybe even actually to playing some games that I plain old do not like, just to see what that experience is like. I played a bunch. There are games that I played already, and I'm not picking on. They're not bad games. I played things like, D20 and Pathfinder. I realize why I don't like that kind of experience. So I don't have to go back and play those again. But some other games that are coming from a different angle. I'd like to do some more of that. So yeah, longer video than I thought. But yeah, at the end of the day, putting together some kind of local group experience, playing a bunch of different games. Continue to develop relationships with other people, online and, hopefully locally, playing a bunch more games, learning some more about the hobby and being more open-minded, being more involved, being more part of the community, furthering my education. I want to be able to look back 10 years from now and say, yeah, this was a great 10 years of gaming. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to in 2018 is more of the same, but putting it in a higher gear. How about that? What about you? What are you looking forward to in 2018?